Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at some Gambia grannies, alright, that's what I've called them. I don't know if that's an actual term, but coin it, right? Anyone who trademarks things, let's do some business and coin the term Gambia grannies. We've seen a lot of catfish victims be absolutely disgusting human beings and think, or not even just think, well, they think they deserve younger women, for example, younger men. And some of them genuinely are so sledatory that they will calculate periods just to have sex. Now, we're taking a look at perhaps along the same lines, right? Because it is quite sledatory. But I found this video, and I know there are a bunch of like full-length documentaries, but we'll look at some British grannies who have gone to Gambia for why? Why? I've pressed play. This morning is coming on very slowly, apparently.
Now, putting your feet up and watching Corrie might sound like a typical evening for British grandmas across the nation, but it's a very different story for our next guest today. They are just two of hundreds of over 60s who are now going off to Gambia, not just for a holiday, but often in search of love. But
right, I'm going to stop you there because already, red flag. I'm not too sure why you feel the need to go to a different country to find love, but that's a red flag in itself. What's the likelihood that the lover that they're trying to find is going to be similar age? Probably 1%, right? And that's probably being generous. I don't understand. I do understand. I know the reasoning. Do you know the reasoning, if you're clued up on this kind of thing?
Different, and this is different.
This is different. You can't, I mean, that alone, with that laugh, you can't tell me that you've not gone to Gambia for anything other than sex, all right? Fetish. Let's be honest here, right? The amount that I slander and crucify the dirty men on the Catfish show for not having a preference, right? It's not a preference, but fetishizing, for example, Asian women, right? Remember that? Oh, remember that, Donnie, with the passion for Asian women? This is essentially the same thing. And just because you're an elderly woman, I'm not going to cut you slack here. Do you know what I mean? You are concerning and weird and disgusting.
The reason I wanted to go because I like reggae music, Bob Marley, and it's just great, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
It is, yeah, really good.
yeah. So when she said to you...
Sorry, you can shove the professionalism up your ass right now, because if someone tells me that they're visiting Gambia, an African country, because they like reggae and Bob Marley, you need to get a grip of yourself here, all right? I don't know if anyone needs cluing up that Bob Marley is Jamaican and reggae music is Caribbean, or Caribbean, but Caribbean. Does that make... Get a grip of yourself. Do you know how stupid you seem right now? Do you know how... It's not even stupid, it's... I don't even know what's the word here. But I'm getting pissed off. I'm genuinely getting pissed off. Because you're dancing around this subject. Why did you go Gambia? Oh, for the reggae music, and I like Bob Marley. So we're dancing around, hey? You know, ballerina tiptoeing around sex. That's... You want sex, right? Your fetish. You can't tell me otherwise.
Elderly white European women happily strolling along hand in hand with beautiful young Gambian men, and it's been described as a West African.
Look at that. Did you just see that, by the way? She knows, right? Look at the facial reactions here. Look, right. Looking at the guy, yeah, listening to him waffle on about some type of speech. What is that? Why is there a BAFTA award in the background? These women should not be winning an award for anything, I'll tell you that much. Look. Oh, look at the camera. Hey, breaking the fourth wall here. Yep, look here. Oh my God, we're being found out right now. Head goes down. Oh shit, they realize I'm just a horny granny. But let me save face and look back. Nothing is wrong. I don't understand. Like, there's obviously the whole thing where people genuinely go to different countries and think that this younger person is falling in love with them. They're not, right? They're using you as an escape for however or whatever their life may be like in their country. They're using you as an escape, right? A monetary escape as well, because they may be struggling financially. There's that part, right? They're coming over just to escape their life in that country. So in this case, you know, why can't you just outright say, I'm going there to have sex with younger men, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, well done for being honest. Sure, I'd respect it a little bit, right? But still wrong. It's still weird. It's a fetish, right? If anyone tries to paint it as, you know, these women just want to have sex, I'm sorry, no, right? Go have sex with someone on your street or something, right? Go strike up a romance. They're taking advantage of younger men who are not going to be in as an affluent position as them. I'm not saying they're rich, but what's the likelihood that they're going for rich individuals in Gambia? I don't think they are, from what I know of Gambian grannies.
Sex paradise for retired Brits.
Thank you.
But why shouldn't they enjoy themselves?
But we've only seen them dancing.
Yeah, nothing
on the dance floor or having a meal.
Editing H here. I'm not sure if these women genuinely are oblivious, naive. Maybe they simply just don't give a shit. But they are genuinely sitting there and saying that these men want to enjoy themselves and have fun. Yeah! I'm sure. I don't care if this seems harsh. I'm sure they're having fun with you guys. Nothing to do with the fact that they're seeking an escape from their life. Nothing to do with that. Looking for just that one woman who mentally is vulnerable enough to be susceptible to their scam. No! They were waiting all their life for you.
And the tailor said, will you marry me? You can live upstairs with me. And I'm not your tailor, you are my sweetheart.
Were you tempted?
I just thought it was funny. I just found it funny.
Yeah?
A laugh. And it just makes you feel good.
Julie? What propositions have you had?
Is she a child? Like, what's wrong with her here? Is she that giddy over sex? I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. I mean, she said there that she has, you know, explicitly told these men, you know, there's no chance of you. Essentially, it's a scam, right? But in this case, you're actually receiving physical things. It is a scam, though. You know, you will be left after a while. Sorry if that's harsh, right? If you genuinely think some random man in a different country you've just touched down and wants to marry you, you know, if you believe that's real, then, you know, kudos to you, eh? It's a scam. So, I'm not sure, man. Like, if she's explicitly told them, like, hey, you know, there's no chance you're coming back with me, I'm not marrying you, etc. you know, oh no, I'm using you for sex, basically. It's disgusting, right? Yeah, we're here laughing, haha. You know, so funny on a breakfast show. Yeah, let's talk about flying and sex and stuff. It's just, I don't understand why it's a thing. It is a fetish. I find it disgusting, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, if you don't find it disgusting, I'd love to know why you don't find it disgusting. What's the reasoning, right? Because if we find the dirty bastard with a passion for Asian women, if that's disgusting, this is in the same light. But let me know your thoughts.
Well, you get all kinds of propositions, but you've got to be sensible and realise that young men don't like older women.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they want to get to England.
And they're very
Yeah.
poor, so probably a nice meal,
Yeah.
a few drinks. So it's good for them and for the ladies as well.
Yeah.
The way you're look, some I've seen in the comments before, right? Some people, you know, class this as an exchange of services. Women get the sex. They perhaps give them money for, obviously, food and whatnot. But are we genuinely sitting here, right? And so comfortably, they are happy to say that they are using these people, right? Someone might bring up the case of sex workers who, obviously, you exchange money, you get sex. But I don't think this is the same scenario here. Or, again, you'll let me know in the comments. I mean, you've flown to this country, right? This isn't a local thing, right? So we can scratch that off the table. Someone locally finding a sex worker, paying money, doing what you need to do, right? This is you flying to this country where you know that this is happening. You know that the men are vulnerable, right? They are not in affluent positions. They do essentially want you to help them. And you are taking advantage of this just so you can have sex and fulfill your dirty fetish desires. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to stand firm. I find this extremely disgusting.
Yeah, I have had one, and I'm still friends with him now. But I told him there's no way I can get him to England, and I realised when you get back to England, it's just like a fantasy on holiday. And
when you said how many years did you have a relationship?
I'd say about
with him?
3 years.
Okay, it's not a relationship because if someone is with you for the sole purpose of essentially the Americans say getting a green card, that's not a relationship. So stop spinning that in your head. Goodness gracious me, I don't know what else is spinning in your head, you dirty individual. But it is what it is. I feel like I was going to say something else there, but I've lost my thought. So it's concerning. Perhaps if I ramble on long enough right now, then I can remember what I was going to say. The fun that they're having, and she mentions it being a fantasy. So I've remembered what I was going to say. I need everyone to understand that because someone describes something as a fantasy, you know, it doesn't make it less creepy, less disgusting when you describe it as a fantasy. I hope everyone understands that. I don't like it being thrown around, right? It's a buzzword. Yeah, it's a fantasy of mine to do X, Y, Z. You know, you're still weird. Just because you've described it as you're weird. You need help. I'm not sure what kind of help these women would need. I'm not sure if you know, usually I suggest therapy or something. What's the therapy here? Because you have a fetish for black men, in all honesty here. So, what can I suggest here? I hate it, right? Before someone says it's a preference, why do they not you know, perhaps go to a bar or something in real, you know, where they are and meet up with a black man in real life, similar age, right? And strike up a meaningful relationship. Don't tell me it's a preference. It's not, right? Because otherwise, you would be, well, I wouldn't suggest being in a relationship. You should be in jail. But again, consenting adults, right? But I must stress to you, just because two people are adults, it doesn't make it right. At least that's just my standing on it. This might be hella controversial, but let me know your thoughts.
Vulgar like that,
They're gentlemen.
Yeah.
They're gentlemen because they're trying to fleece you out of money and leave their country, bro. What are you talking about? They're gentle. No, they couldn't give a shit about you. You fool. You idiot.
Man, you don't see him shouting down the street.
Drunk.
And that works.
Probably because they lay back on the weed, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm going to read too much into this. But why was there a need to mention weed here? It's just weird, huh? Now, I'm not accusing them of being racist, right? But normally, when people have a fetish for another group of people, normally they are also derogatory to the same group of people. And they, again, the fantasy, they just want to have sex with those people and not actually anything else that might be meaningful. I'm not saying they're racist, right? It's just something to keep in your head.
I'm just working out a holiday for Ruth somewhere to send
Yes,
her.
Ruth.
Would Gambia be
well.
Oh, yeah, they love you.
I genuinely despise the fact that everyone is sat on this couch laughing about this, by the way. The fact that the presenters are laughing about this. Aha! Yeah, take advantage of young, vulnerable men. This, you know, we're probably 50 years older than them. We're just going over there to, well, sex them. Yeah, it's funny. Everything, yeah. Great.
Might join
You
when
can
you're
get your
going
choice
again.
from Tiny Temper, Snoop Dogg, Will I Am. It's pick and mix there. If that...
I'm going to rewind. Because I've said I'm not going to call them racist, right? Not sure why she started listing off various black men. But I'm going to rewind just so I can hear what she truly said.
Choice
again.
from Tiny Temper, Snoop Dogg, Will I Am. It's pick and mix there.
Pick and mix.
If that's what you want, but we just like... There's more to it, isn't there?
A lot more to it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, you should be ambassadors, tourist representatives.
What intonation? When I pull out what intonation, you know I'm pissed. What is going on here? He said very good. You should be ambassadors. I don't care what the hell he's about to say, ambassadors. The only thing they should be ambassadors for is ambassadors of when you grow older in life, this is what you should not be. Again, you know, someone might say, oh, they're having fun, whatever, right? Once again, I raise to you, just because you're having fun, it doesn't mean that what you're doing is correct. If you want to have fun, go dancing, right? Go, I don't know, man. I hate everything about this. But we're sitting here laughing, ha. I still don't understand why she started listing off like Snoop Dogg. Pick and mix. What in the hell are you saying here, huh? What? The black men are pick and mix for you? Oh, I'm picking and I'm having fun, pick and choosing. So, you know, if you want to comment that I'm overreacting and, you know, whatever, good on you. Well done. Have your opinion. I don't care, right? This is ridiculous. This is stupid. They are very, very weird individuals. Dare I say racist? Because pick and mix with the black men.
What age would these young Gambian men be who you're going out
They're
with?
all 36.
They all say they're 36 and must have all been born in that year. Maybe they don't know, or it's just...
They're all 36.
They stick at 36.
Yeah.
What would they
stick at
make? I mean, you
36.
two are from Cleethorpes. What would they make of Cleethorpes?
Oh, I don't think they'd like
they won't like it.
Because everybody there's smiling and happy and...
But they're not like that in Cleethorpes, no?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, they're laughing too much, right? You know, in before someone says in the scam reactions, you know, we like to poke fun and stuff. But we don't sit here laughing our heads off like this about something serious, right? Whenever the dirty, I bring it up again, the dirty passion for Asian women, I didn't sit there laughing. Yeah, I didn't sit there making jokes because it's not a funny situation. The fact that you've said everyone in Gambia, all the men say that they're 36, the likelihood is actually some of them are probably 18, 19, and they are saying that they're 36 just as, you know, the incentive to do something with you, right? You know, she mentioned earlier, oh, you don't strike up don't strike up a relationship with someone you don't know. You're having sex with people who you don't know, right? Maybe I'm just hella old-fashioned, and I will only have sex with people that I actually care about, right? But when you say that, oh, you should know the person, then have a relationship, random men are saying, yeah, I'm 36, and then you're just having sex with them. It's contradictory. You're being a hypocrite here. You're being a dirty, horny, racist hypocrite. What's the likelihood, right? And I mentioned it earlier. What's the likelihood that a 60-year-old black man approaches them where they live and wants a relationship? What's the likelihood that they're going to, be on board and speak to them? What's the likelihood?
So when are you off on your next Gambian holiday?
Hopefully November.
Yeah, we've booked already.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it obviously makes the two of you happy.
Oh, it does.
You carry
I recommend
on enjoying
it.
Shut your dirty mouth, you stupid presenter. I don't know your name. How dare you? It makes you happy, so carry on doing it. Do you know how dangerous that is to say, by the way? Right? In regular day-to-day life, right? Yeah, I know, if you like playing video games, if it makes you happy, you do it. If you like to, I don't know, man, collect pop figures, makes you happy, you do it. That sentence is very dangerous. And in this situation, I don't care that, you know, we're all laughing and smiling, right? Nothing about this should be continued. Because, one, I'm going to class it as destructive behavior, okay? Because, one, you're flying over and taking advantage of vulnerable men. Two, you are probably having unprotected sex with however many men, which is a danger in itself. Please protect yourselves. Three, just because you seem to have fun and you at this moment are not in a position to say, oh yes, come over, I'll give you all the money, right? You were in a relationship, in your words, so the opportunity was there. And the way that both of you are here and we're laughing, it's setting a bad example for perhaps more impressionable elderly women who are maybe not as mentally strong, and they want to go and do this, but then they actually fall for the scam. I don't like anything about this.
Great fun together there
thank
as well.
you.
Thank you.
Lovely talking to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Indeed.
I hate the fact that they just, the presenters basically offed their pant and said, we love you guys. What you're doing is great. Flip the roles, right? Flip the roles. You guys know how much I stick up for women, right? If you flip this and you switch them for men, and the men were flying, which they do, to Thailand, Ukraine, for example, and they take advantage of the vulnerable younger women in difficult circumstances, who, of course, the women end up, using them for green cards as well. But when we looked at the mail order brides, somewhere up there I'll put it, right? Look how much it infuriated me that the men were doing that. I'm gonna stand ground here. The women doing it is just as bad. Let's not get it twisted, right? But let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to know your thoughts. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully not for another one of these. I'll tell you that much. I thought, let me do it because it's been suggested sometimes. Bye.